Hello everybody, welcome back to another MoisTea gaming video. Quick situation report. We have troops ready to attack St. Meanhold. We did take a star off that, but because I failed to attack again, it got another one back on there. So we missed out on that opportunity. Bit of a waste, but it is what it is. We now have 4 cores ready to go. However, I'm going to add another one and gradually start taking that out. They've currently got 3 there, so I'm going to wait until they either do a rejig or our 5th is activated next turn. I've taken away that one from mates. We're just going to take it from this direction rather than both at the same time, as I need troops and the main assault is up here. We're going to be taking Hazebrook. That is the next battle you're about to see. Enemy have a few death stacks floating around. Taking this has freed up troops along the borders everywhere for me, as they have 6 cores in Montreal and Cezanne, something like that. Regardless, they took a star off us here. This was the whole point of this. It's diverting troops away from, well, where we're going to be attacking, really. So that's doing its job well. We're going to keep hold of that. And we're going to take this territory now. Before we go anywhere, though, we now have planes on the battlefield, which is great. If you have a look at the technology, we need to take this one next, the landing strip. And then we should get 2 more sets of planes for free. I mean, who doesn't want more planes? After that tech, I reckon we're going to go for the first A10. And then maybe more planes. I want the harassment. That harassment, your bombers can take them out even when they're just in the trenches itself. And so on. I'm not too sure. Not too bothered about the intelligence at this time. Siege artillery batteries might be a option. The rolling barrage is something that I would certainly like to see. Maybe that will be the next one. Or even some defensive technologies. I'm not too sure though. I want to be winning on the attack. On the defense, currently I've been doing alright with the things that we have. I want to make attacking easier. We'll see. Regardless, let's get in here. I reckon we shall attack from Lille or Ypres. Yeah, we'll attack from Lille, and then we could potentially even attack Dunkirk. Or we could avoid Dunkirk altogether and just go straight for Calais. And then maybe once Hazebrook is done, attack Calais and keep going for Bruy-la-Bussière, maybe. Probably got that horribly wrong. Regardless, let's get in there. We have 12 cores at our disposal against their 6. And we now have planes involved. You saw how this turned out last time. This should be good. The defensive emplacements are here from the last time we did this. This should save us a little bit of time. Can't quite remember where I had the artillery. I presume it was around here. But regardless, we're going to get some air balloons in here this time as well, if the area is allowing for it. We're going to be primarily using more artillery. I want to be starting to use them a little bit more. We had plenty of supply last time, might as well make use of it. I'm going to go for 6 artilleries, 1 observation balloon. Here we go, the battle has started. Going to get the elite infantry in first of all. Getting them in first means that they are cheaper, half the price. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? And getting in the first place is often the most costly and difficult thing to do. If you don't use your best troops for this, I don't know why you wouldn't, to be honest. Have a single line of manned trench here, which we can easily reinforce. This is just in case the enemy attack. From 1 or 2 MGs lots of artillery, and observation balloon. Looks like the enemy have done a similar thing of that solid trench line all the way across. So again, we're going to be exploiting this, taking C and going forwards. I will need quite a bit of suppression barrages going on here, but it's a good job we have that artillery. Off they go. Here we go. Get ready for it. Get ready. There. Where was that? I think that was over here. I heard it in my left ear. Get one at there. They're definitely going to be running for it really quickly. Hoping this will cover most of the areas. That should be enough. I've got the heavies to do more. That does all that. I'm going to have to blow that up though. Come on chaps, get in there. Going to be stuff in these back trenches too. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I've got these guys here as a reserve. You keep running forwards. And we're in. We're actually in. What a good do. Keep the pressure on by having more sent in. Oh, the men are stuck. I'll just sort them out. Hopefully that fixes them. Plenty of them. We're going to keep running in. Hopefully they don't die. These are now just being a little bit silly. Get in the trench, please. There we go. We're now taking more casualties. All the artillery is still recharging. We have more which is available now. We seem to have taken this side relatively well. You go home quickly and allow room for those men there in. You're extremely tired. You can move forward. We need to get this area very quickly. That artillery, not artillery, machine gun is definitely proving to be a bit of a pain. If we can get troops down there, we will be much better off. We have to get more men up here now, that is for sure. They are flooding in. If I can just keep damaging this section, actually, that might be better for us. We need to keep this section running. Gonna have to get more in. Let's send more in. Gonna use the elites still. Gonna have to come from the back, which is not ideal. But it is what it is. At least they will get reinforcements quickly. Taking this trench slowly. The enemy are pushing back. If I could just take C, we'll be onto a winner. Indian Raiders. The Raiders are very good in close quarters combat. Gonna have to be very wary of them. Need to send these men home. And these. Enemy are sending yet further reinforcements in. Hopefully I can blow them up before they get there. Need these chaps to get in quickly. This area is currently quite clear. Need to make sure it stays that way. Back in, we need to send them forwards as quickly as possible now. Oh, what are you doing? Troops being a little bit silly. Nothing not new there though, is there? You need to go home. You need to keep this section of trench. We can keep bombarding this section. It's not going to do the enemy any good whatsoever. For some reason they're out of a trench. Let's just get these guys further up. And the ones which are a little bit knackered, sent home. Not going to push for A that way yet. I want to get further in over to B first. That is where they're going to keep reinforcing from. If I can take this, that will be great. The British are deciding to be a bit of a nuisance, not going to lie. They have lots of units just stashed. Hopefully they make that mistake of sending men over the top. That will do us lots of favours. Need to get more troops in this trench as quickly as possible. Get these reinforcements in early. But we might be alright. These are extremely tired now. Got a theory, if I can block this trench and this trench, the enemy will have to go over the top. We need to get more troops in initially. Then we'll be alright. Must be. This is definitely costing us though. Here come more. Do with getting rid of the troops which are stationed down here. I need these guys to get in before the enemy decide to have a good old gander. See how it's already confused them. If we can just get troops stationed, it will be good. Having some in there will do us some good. These guys are slowly going to die now actually. You need to get them over there. And up yonder as well. There's plenty of them. Need these areas enforced heavily. This side is about to go. Quite a lot going on here. We'll keep going. Hopefully that will get in there quickly. If we can block this access, that would be great. We have to send more units in. Let's stash them from that direction, we might be okay. Righto, this section should now be under our control soon. Have that weakened unit there, ready to go. And these are now doing some good work. Need yet more companies in though, I think. We are now taking C, and we should be able to reinforce from this direction. I want to try and negate the fact that B, well, a reinforcement point from B preferably, that would be good. Need to get units in there. These need to go home. They're just done at this point. Their artillery is proving to be a nuisance. This is another reason why I want to get over to B and A, deeper into that crevice. If I can get a healthy unit there, that would be good. Send these home. Get fresh units in. Then we'll be alright, that is for sure. Enemies seem to be slowing down a little bit. I'm going to use this null in the combat to move troops around. You get two in there and hold that pretty well if I can. This is it. Just need to bombard them to now. Make sure they don't get any funny ideas. I'm hoping that these can shoot the enemy soon. Hoping this will weaken them as they approach. They're reinforcing from just over here currently. See how using their own trench is working to my advantage now. A lot of these units are weakened, while I can get more in. Works for us, does that? Have to get some men in there. currently being a little bit silly though. Do my spill me there? I think our units just passed through a 2 trench. Not entirely sure, they may have done. Please correct me if I got that wrong, but that's what I thought I just saw. You can go home. Let's get more in. Oh, they can hold that for now. You desperately need to go home, and we need to push down this flank. Not quite sure where these are going. How are we losing C? Not sure how that works. See how they're just getting slammed now, really. If we can keep that up, we'll be alright. I'm going to have to get something funny is going on here. I need units in there and there to stop anything from getting through. I think that might be the option there. And we've managed to capture C-Bag. Enemy are still massing around here. I need to get more artilleries on the go. I think they're getting a little bit confused. Need to block this. Where are you going? Just get in the trench. Don't quite know what's going on there. Must be some kind of glitch going on. Nobody seems to know where to go. Just get frustrating that at times, not gonna lie. If I can hold this area, even if I just have units stashed in here while the enemy keep reinforcing from it and not take the point itself, that would be good. Let's see if we can do that. Let's keep using let's keep sending units down. If we can hold that section, we will be happy. This little section here, just have one stashed. And start sending some of these down. Hopefully coming down this way might be a better idea. They may even behave, that would be good. Start to get some of these moved up. That would be good. More units in. I'm going to start feeding them from this direction now, as that is now closer and more feasible for us. Probably going to want to get more troops in there. Looks like the enemy, the soldiers are selected, are going to be trying to do stupid things as usual. We're taking B. We are taking B. Oh, we've denied the enemy the ability to move from that direction. That is why they're now all coming from down here. That is a lot. That means we need to hold this section. If I can stop them from just getting in there, we'll be alright. Having units stashed around here will do us the world of good. Got all these to go yet. We can even start going this way. Let's just keep things moving on. Don't think having 2 of my units will stop the enemy units, so there's no point in doing that. Just have to keep shuffling down. Notice how the enemy are doing silly things and running out the side of the trench. That's what I'm relying on to cause these extra casualties that I want. Hoping the artillery reloads in time to do more damage to them. They're currently outside the firing arc. Ooh, I accidentally told them to get out the trench there. We could have bombarded them, but it's a bit late for that now. Our troops are starting to be a little bit silly. Managed to hold this area off. We need to get more troops down here. We need to start capturing A. Time will start running down slowly. I'll just hold it further down, I think. Might be the better option. Well, we get more troops in this direction.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung.
Start reinforcing them from that far down the line, and then we won't have to fiddle around too much. Those two are happy. I thought we had another one down here then. Let's just keep going now. If we can fill these trenches, that would be ideal. There's not many men down here. Gonna get a dude in there. Start taking out these. That way, their artillery is gone. Why are you jumping out the trench? Not too sure what's going on there. Guess we'll never find out. I think the enemy are running out of troops, to be honest. They don't seem to be coming at me in the same force that they were not too long ago. That's good news. Very good news. If that's the case, we could even go for their command trench now. That machine gun is still a threat, but if we manage to get these troops over there in time, we will be able to negate that fight. No, they're still active. Get in there, take out that please. You do the same if you wouldn't mind. We're going to start removing anything from this direction also. I think, yeah, we must have taken out the enemy supplies. I don't know how many we murdered in this, but we've actually only used elite troops. I don't think we have done that to date. We'll see in the combat logs whether that was effective or not. We did a battle very similar to this not too long ago where we did a good mix. Well, that's the balloon down. Yeah, we did a good mix. After the elites were down, we used a lot of the standard infantry. I think that may have caused us more damage. Casualties, which is never fun. We can get some extras just in there, that would probably be a good idea. Send these little guys home. We've had a hard day. Could even come in from this direction too. Certainly wouldn't hurt. We'll send them over. The cover of the trench. Yeah, we've taken out all their reinforcement points. We've got this in the bag now. Just clearing out remnants. Not sure why we couldn't use the planes in this. We did have... Oh, I think I know why. They were locked, weren't they? We'd only just moved them there. That's a bit disappointing. I was looking forward to using them. Never mind. Notice how we've used quite a lot of supply in this. That may be because we have used a lot more of the elite infantry than standard. They are double the price. But if you can afford them, they're very good. We'll see. We'll have to do a comparison. If someone can look back at the battle records... It may even be just the battle that we've just had in episode 11 and check what the casualties were compared to this. That would be good. Not sure why this blue bar is all the way up still. I thought that was total supply. I could be wrong. Maybe that's the upkeep of the trench. Still think the tactic of sending one per trench in the initial charge works best. Certainly helped get that clear quicker. You just got to make sure you reinforce them quickly enough and keep the enemy suppressed at the back so your reinforcements can get in. There we go, we took it. This should mean we have taken the region. Ooh. Right. Well, we attacked the enemy, and despite that, we have less losses than them. we murdered 10, 12,000 infantry. We lost 7.5. That is a good. Yes, they are more expensive. However, casualties are lower. And we did cost the enemy nearly double than what it cost us. I'll take that any day. So much for the stalemate the AI predicted. Would you look at that? National will has changed. This is going to be the first time the Allies are now on below 500. That is a good score for us. Ooh! They must have fixed this. I don't recall there being a patch. If anybody knows anything, do let me know. But that's good. We now have even more supply. Under pressure, we have received reports that the nations backing the enemy are not happy. Scouts verify that they are not receiving the men and supplies they once did, likely because their citizens won't support losing. If we keep the pressure up, they may soon fall apart. Wow. Is that because we've just taken that area? Maybe. Maybe it's because the national will is reduced even more. Would you look at that? Hazebrook is ours. The enemy had a supply depot there, which we have now taken. Calais is open, is 4 stars, however. So if we only attack from one direction, then it's going to take 4 turns to do. That's 4 months in which the enemy have plenty of time to reinforce the area, which isn't going to be great. I fully expect the enemy now to even attack this, and as it's only got 1 star. They did that last time when we took Cyprus. They went for it quite heavily, so they may even stack a few deaths over here. We could attack Dunkirk, but I've got an alternative. If we push this way, I'm wondering if that will then count Calais and Dunkirk as encircled. That is a interesting prospect. In which case we wouldn't need to take these 2 provinces at all. They would just fall on their own. Let me know what you think about that plan. That may be what we end up doing. It will certainly be quicker than taking those provinces if we just cut them off. And if it destroys the units that are there as well, ooh, will that be nasty. That sounds excellent. A nasty plan is usually a good one. I'm going to end the turn here, actually. Yeah, we're going to go for that. Main mission now is to encircle Calais by going through Broye-la-Bachelière and Montreal. Let me know about what you think that plan could turn out like. Will it be a Verdun encirclement similarity? Will it be more painful? I'm going to end the turn and see if the enemy attack. I'm going to save it first, actually. Let's try and slip in another battle. They haven't attacked. That must mean that the enemy are on limited cash, which really does help us. Oh, I can already see the death stacks there. That's not great. New turn begins. More cash and another research point. Unread event. Giving first aid in the field can save lives. Yes, it can. Well, this is good. This will give us 2 elite infantry. Oh, what a good do. We were going to do this anyway. Going to get that landing strip done. We need that. Then we can finish that other mission. Get 2 new sets of air wings. We must get them in the next turn, I believe. Or do we have to build it first? Yeah, we have to build it. We can do that. Probably do it in Hazebrook, actually. I need to keep hold of this. It increases the supply granted by air wings by 20 and reduces the cost. I mean, if we're going to use it anyway, it's going to be here, isn't it? Here we go. That's the mission done, and we now have 2 more air wings. I'm going to move one of the planes to Vouchers. We're still going to be going ahead with the Verdun encirclement plan. Just a little bit slower than normal. We now have 5 cores here, ready to pounce on their 3. We should win that. We have the supply depot there waiting as well, just in case. I don't think they will have had a supply depot built there. Just going to try and do a little rejig of our lines. We want to be having the most amount of units here. The enemy are going to be attacking Hazebrook 100%. Need to make sure we keep that fully strengthened up. Ypres is now more safe. We're going to go for the surrounding one, so we can remove some of those men. Stick some in Hazebrook. And also, that actually frees up a couple to attack this area and get Verdun out of the way, which will free up lots of units. Rejig complete. Dunkirk has 6 cores. They won't break through my 4. Calais has 9. Broiler Bussier has 9. We've had to stack quite a lot here. I want to make this strong. 8, 9, 10, 16 cores we have there. That's probably the most I'm going to ever have in one stack. We need to break through and we need to hold it. I reckon the enemy are definitely going to try and push. I want to make it cost them dearly. Everywhere else along the front is bare minimum, bar from Vouchers and Mietz. I've managed to scrounge enough troops now where we can attack from both directions at the same time with an air wing. Both attacks are going to be happening. We have enough gold and enough supply to do both of these things. Once the troops are in the area properly, we can then attack. I fully expect the enemy to try and do some resistance now and push back. You have to let me know what you think, what's going to happen when you watch this, as you will soon find out in the next episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you later.